Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Let's Play Forge. We are one step away from reaching our previous best win streak, which was at 8. If we win again, we would grow back to 8 as well. And then if we will win a second time as well, we will beat our previous win streak. So that's quite nice. Also, in 4 other wins, we will unlock a new challenge as well, which is quite nice. So let's play against a random opponent. We will be playing against Rebecca Wizard Savant, and we won the coin toss, so we get to choose whether we go first or second. We will go first for now. Holy shit, it's entirely a handful of forest cards. That's so useless, but like that's one of the worst hands you can have in this game. But you know what? Just out of pure fun, given that we drew something like this, I just want to go with it. Let's keep it and let's start playing. That means we will have a lot of mana. He will summon a wall of kelp, which is a 0/3 wall creature, which has the effects of, for paying 2 blue mana and for tapping it, put a kelp token into play. Treat this token as a 0/1 blue wall. Interesting. He does just that, and he summons another blue. He will summon another wall of kelp though. Let's summon a Panther Warriors, which is a 6/3 creature. Oh no, we do not have the mana for that just yet, never mind. Now he summons a Labyrinth Minotaur, which is a 1/4 Minotaur creature, which has the effect of creatures Labyrinth Minotaur is assigned to block, do not untap during their controller's next untap phase. Interesting. Let's summon a Panther Warriors, which is a 6/3 creature. And let's end our turn for now. Now he summons a Rebecca Wizard Savant, which is a 0/1 legend creature, which has the effect of, for being tapped, Rebecca deals 2 damage to target creature or player and does not untap during your next untap phase. That doesn't sound that useful. Let's summon a Bitterblade Warrior, which is a 2/2 Jackal Warrior creature, which has the effect of, you may exert Bitterblade Warrior as it attacks. When you do, it gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until the end of turn. An exerted creature means that it will not untap during your next untap step. Now, Death Touch means that if it gets into battle with another creature, it will kill that creature regardless of that creature's stats. Now let's end our turn for now. He used his Rebecca Wizard Savant's tap ability to destroy our Bitterblade Warrior though, which is quite annoying. And now he summons a Labyrinth Minotaur, which is a 1/1 Minotaur creature, which has the effect of, creatures Labyrinth Minotaur is assigned to block, do not untap during their controller's next untap phase. So we cannot easily attack him by any means actually. Let's summon a Giant Spider, which is a 2/4 spider creature, which has reach, which means that this creature can block creatures with flying. Let's end our turn. He casts a Serrated Arrows, which is an artifact, which has the effect of, when Serrated Arrows comes into play, put 3 arrowhead counters on it. During your upkeep, bury Serrated Arrows if there are no arrowhead counters on it. And when it gets tapped, remove an arrowhead counter from Serrated Arrows to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. So he taps it immediately to put a -1/-1 counter on our Panther Warriors. Let's end our turn. He taps his wall of kelp to generate a kelp token on his side of the field. He put another arrowhead on my creature and destroyed it, and now he puts another arrowhead on my Giant Spider as well. And now he summons a Narwhal, which is a 2/2 Narwhal creature, which has first strike and protection from red. That's unfortunate. Let's summon a Query Hauler, which is a 4/3 camel creature, which has the effect of when Query Hauler enters the battlefield, for each kind of counter on target permanent, put another counter of that kind on it or remove one from it. So let's use our Query Hauler's ability to remove a -1/-1 counter from our Giant Spider. Remove counter. And yeah, that's enough for now. He will tap a wall of kelp to summon another kelp creature, and he will put another -1/-1 arrowhead counter on our. He will put a -1/-1 counter on our Query Hauler, which is quite unfortunate. He will tap to summon another kelp creature, and he will also tap another one of his wall of kelp to summon another kelp creature. Okay, I'm getting sick of all these forest cards. I really need... Oh, okay, so he did some damage with me with his Rebecca Wizard Savant, and now he summoned a Ebony Rhino, which is a 4/3 artifact creature which has Trample. I really need something that's not a forest card at this point. Why are all the forest cards in my possession? Now he's attacking me with his Ebony Rhino, and I could block him with my Giant Spider in Fury, but that would only kill my Giant Spider because his Ebony Rhino has 4 power, which and my Giant Spider has only 4 toughness, so it's enough to kill it. Whereas my Giant Spider has 2 power and his Ebony Rhino has 5 toughness, so my Giant Spider is not strong enough to kill it. So that's unfortunate. And now he summons a second Ebony Rhino. Why is the game just giving me fucking forest cards? I don't need any more forest cards. Are all the forest cards just... What the fuck? I just lost. Were all the forest cards just shuffled to be one after the other? What the fuck was that bullshit? That was incredibly unlucky. Okay, let's get down to business. Let's summon an Initiate Companion, which is a 3/1 cat creature, which has the effect of whenever Initiate Companion deals combat damage to a player, untap target creature or land. He summons a Sea Sprite, which is a 1/1 fairy creature, which has flying and protection from red. Well, I'm not playing any red cards, so that doesn't affect me in any way. Let's attack him with our Initiate Companion. He will block us with his Sea Sprite, and because his Sea Sprite has 1 power and our Initiate Companion has only 1 toughness, that would normally be enough to kill our Initiate Companion. But I will cast an Ambuscade on our Initiate's Companion, because it's an instant and I can cast it at any point I want to give our Initiate's Companion a +1/+0 until the end of turn, so that it will be... I don't know if I can manage to protect my Initiate's Companion from dying though. Let's see, I'm quite curious. Will we be able to do that? Yeah, I guess we managed to prevent our Initiate's Companion's death. So let's summon a Giant Spider now, which is a 2/4 spider creature which has reach, which means that this creature can block creatures with flying. He cast a Memory Lapse, which is an interrupt, to counter our target spell though, and to put that spell on top of its owner's library. So he put our Giant Spider back into our own library. Let's attack him for Initiate's Companion now. And because we did direct damage to a player with our Initiate's Companion, we can untap it now. He summons a Rebecca Wizard Savant. Let's cast an Ambuscade on our Initiate's Companion to do damage to his Rebecca Wizard Savant. And now let's just Alpha Strike him. To do damage to it, we will get to untap our creature though. Now he summons a Narwhal. Let's summon a giant spider, which is a 2/4 spider creature which has reach. And now let's attack him with our Initiate's Companion. He will block us with his narwhal though, which but because his narwhal, okay, normally our Initiate's Companion's 3 power against his narwhal's 2 toughness would mean that our Initiate's Companion is strong enough to kill his narwhal. And his narwhal's 2 power compared to our Initiate's Companion 1 toughness means that his narwhal will also kill our Initiate Companion in the process as well. So both creatures would kill each other normally. But because his narwhal also has first strike, his narwhal his narwhal being able to kill our Initiate's Companion combined with its first strike means that his narwhal will survive this encounter entirely. So that's unfortunate. So our Initiate's Companion will die and his narwhal will survive entirely. That's unfortunate. So yeah, our creature died. Now he summons another Rebecca Wizard Savant and a Sea Sprite. Let's summon a Feral Prowler, which is a 1/3 cat creature which has the effect of when Feral Prowler dies, draw a card. Now let's attack him for Feral Prowler. He will block us with his narwhal, and that would mean that his narwhal is not strong enough to destroy our Feral Prowler, but neither is our Feral Prowler strong enough to kill his narwhal, so both attacks are negated from each other. You know what, let's do this. Actually, no, let's not. Let's just end our turn. Now he casts Marjan, which is an 8/8 serpent creature which has the effect of does not untap during your upkeep untap phase. Marjan cannot attack if defending player controls no islands. So Marvel cannot attack if defending player controls no islands, which is true for me. If at any time you control no islands, bury Marjan. For paying 2 mana, sacrifice a creature to untap Marjan. Use this ability only during your upkeep. And for paying 2 mana, put a -1/-0 counter until end of turn on Marjan. Marjan deals 1 damage to target attacking creature without flying. Let's summon another Feral Prowler. I just need one more forest card. He uses I think he summoned another Rebecca Wizard Savant. Finally, we can summon a Sifter Wurm, which is a 7/7 Wurm creature which has Trample and also has the effect of when Sifter Wurm enters the battlefield, scry free, then reveal the top card of your library. You gain life equal to that card's converted mana cost. So no, I don't need 3 more forest cards. Let's just bury these at the end of our deck to get a Shepherd Monitor instead. Now let's end our turn. He taps his Wall of Kelp to summon another Kelp token. Okay, let's summon a Shepherd Monitor, which is a 6/5 lizard creature which can be cycled for paying 1 green mana and 3 other mana. Cycling means we get to discard this card from our hand to draw a different card from our library. And when and if you cycle Shepherd Monitor, you may search your library for a basic land card or a desert card, put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Do this before you draw. Let's just summon it regularly. He cast a Memory Lapse though to counter target spell. Put that spell on its owner's put that spell on top of its owner's library. So he negated our card's effect, and he also summoned another Kelp token in the meantime. Or also tapping Rebecca Wizard Savant to do 2 damage to us. Okay, this is getting annoying. Let's summon a Sheffield Monitor properly this time. Let's end our turn. He summons another Kelp token. And he summons a Sea Sprite, which also has flying. Okay, now that we have riding the Dilo Horse, which is a pretty important sorcery, we can cast it on our Sifter Worm to have it gain +2/+2 and also horsemanship. So let's do just that. Horsemanship means that our creature becomes unblockable to any creature that doesn't also have horsemanship. And since none of his creatures have horsemanship, that means that our Sifter Worm now is unblockable to all of them. Let's also cast the riding the Dilo Horse on our Sheffield Monitor as well. And now we can basically block him with both our Sifter Worm and our Sheffield Monitor, and he cannot block any of them at all. And that was enough to make us win. So we removed the Margin from his deck, which is quite nice. And now we have to play to win just one more time to win the game definitively. So let's do just that. Man, the last game I lost in was so screwed up because I basically just got mana screwed. Or not mana screwed, but screwed in a different way because I was only getting mana cards. Let's summon a Bitterblade Warrior, which is a 2/2 Jackal Warrior creature, which has the effect of you may exert Bitterblade Warrior as it attacks. When you do, it gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until the end of turn. An exerted creature won't untap during your next untap step. And he casts a Memory Lapse to counter our summoning and put it back at the top of our library. I really hate Memory Lapse, god damn it. Let's try summoning Bitterblade Warrior once again. And he used another Memory Lapse to counter its summoning once again. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me summon my goddamn creatures, you piece of fucking shit. Let's summon a Giant Spider, which is a 2/4 spider creature which has reach. Which means that this creature can block creatures with flying. Let's now attack him with our Bitterblade Warrior without exerting it for now. He will summon a Roterotopter, which is a 0/2 creature which has flying and the ability of, if he paid 2 mana, for it to get +1/+0 until the end of turn. You cannot spend more than 4 mana in this way each turn. Interesting. Let's use an Ambuscade on our Bitterblade Warrior to destroy his Roterotopter. Ambuscade means that target creature you control gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So let's use this against his Roterotopter to fully destroy it. And now let's just Alpha Strike him without exerting our Bitterblade Warrior because I want to be able to untap it on our next turn. Now he summons his own Narwhal. Now we can finally summon a Scale Behemoth, which is a 6/7 crocodile creature which is hexproof, which means that this creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponent controls. That's quite cool. So now let's attack him for Bitterblade Warrior while exerting it this time. He will block us with his Narwhal, and because we exerted our Bitterblade Warrior, it has Death Touch. So regardless of his Narwhal's first... Ah, no, never mind. His Narwhal's first strike would prevent our Bitterblade Warrior's Death Touch from killing it. I forgot about that. First strike is stronger than Death Touch when blocking is concerned. So his Narwhal will be able to kill our Bitterblade Warrior without dying. That's unfortunate. Now he summons a Rebecca Wizard Savant. Okay, That fucking first strike is seriously annoying. Let's summon a Cartouche of Strength to use our Giant Spider to kill his Narwhal. Cartouche of Strength is an Aura Cartouche enchantment card that has the effects of enchant creature you control. Then, when Cartouche of Strength enters the battlefield, you may have enchanted creature fight target creature an opponent controls. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. An enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. So let's use this on our Cartouche of Strength to do damage to his Narwhal and effectively kill it. And now let's attack him for skill Behemoth to do significant damage to him. Now he casts a Serrated Arrows, which is an artifact which has the effect of when Serrated Arrows comes into play, put 3 arrowhead counters on it. During your upkeep, bury Serrated Arrows if there are no arrowhead counters on it. And for tapping Serrated Arrows, remove an arrowhead counter from Serrated Arrows to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. And he tapped it immediately to put a -1/-1 counter on our Giant Spider. Let's summon a Giant Spider, another Giant Spider, and an Initiate's Companion, which is a 3/1 cat creature, which has the effect of whenever Initiate's Companion deals combat damage to a player, untap target creature or land. And now he tapped his Rebecca Wizard Savant to deal 2 damage to one of our creatures and destroy our Initiate's Companion. Oh well. Let's now attack him for skill Behemoth. Since he tapped his Rebecca Wizard Savant, that means that he cannot use his Rebecca to block our skill Behemoth, so that attack will go through to him. He's down to only 1 life point. He will use his Serrated Arrows again to put another -1/-1 counter on our Giant Spider. And now he casts another Serrated Arrows to put another -1/-1 counter on our skill Behemoth. Yeah, let's just Alpha Strike him and we won. Okay, that was fun. So we won an Ebony Rhino out of that. And that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to get in touch with me, I have a Mastodon account as well as a Matrix room that you can join, details of which you can find in the description of this video. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.